horse up in a particular race. I know there's a lot of thought that has gone into it, and that's why I think she's an alibi who will be in front of Autumn Boy, probably gets the advantage. But who am I got on top? I loved Autumn Boy last time out. I'm with the fact that he comes through the Hobartville. I know that he will improve second up into the preparation, so he's a horse that I'm going to be with, but there's no surprise if the filly wins.
And Katie, someone you know so well over the years, Luke Nolan. He sits on 1,999 wins as a jockey. So what a race to bring up your 2,000. Now, he's had an unbelievable association with Peter Moody. So of those 2,908, I think, with PG Moody, that's incredible. He sits on 40 Group 1s. Wouldn't that be an unbelievable story for Luke Nolan back in the saddle to win the 2,000 right there at Randwick?
Oh, especially in a Randwick Guineas, it would be remarkable. And yeah, what an association he has had with Peter Moody, 908 winners. So nearly half of all these winners have come from Pete, and it just shows the loyalty that Peter's had and the trust that he's had in Luke Nolan, especially with this filly as well. You know, Zach Spain rode her beautifully first up, and I know Luke rode her at the end of last preparation, but he's also had a couple of weeks off due to suspension, and getting down to 54.5 kilos is really tough on Luke. But I did see him earlier, and he looks great. He looks nice and fit and healthy, and I'm sure he'll be really looking forward to this race. And it'll all come down to tactics, and wishing them the best of luck, Richo.
Katie, in a word, who wins?
I think the filly.
So she's an alibi. The filly goes forward, and we're set for the 91st running of the Royal Randwick Guineas.
And he's on Autumn Boy here. Still with Jolly Star and Gangster Granny to come. Set now, ready for the running of the agency Randwick Guineas. Stand by. Starter about to send the 3-year-olds off, and does so. And She's a Alibi has jumped out fairly well. Dusty Bay towards the inside is the initial leader from Ninja. Autumn Boy on the improve together with She's a Alibi in a whitish position early. Providence just easing behind them. Attica goes forward. Attica's bursting through there and keeps She's a Alibi 3 wide in the early stages of the race. A couple further back to Rivellino, then Decorum and Green Spaces. Last of all, the long shot Dusty Bay leads, and Ninja pounces on the spot outside the leader. Dusty Bay and neck in front to Ninja now. They're followed then by Providence, who's gained a very good position on the inside of Autumn Boy. Then came Attica, and She's a Alibi parks up on the outside. So the favourites running 6 at this point. 2 lengths away to Decorum. Then came Rivellino and Green Spaces. Last of all, Dusty Bay at the 600. A length on Ninja. Then Providence. Autumn Boy 1 out, 1 back. Attica 3 back the fence. A half the outside to She's a Alibi. And Luke Nolan starting to stoke up the filly approaching the turn. Dusty Bay shows the way. Providence has had a good run. Coming off heels. Ninja just lost a bit of ground. Attica being stoked up on the fence. Autumn Boy and 2 further back to She's a Alibi, who's starting to wind up. Ninja moved up, hits the lead from Autumn Boy. She's a Alibi chiming in, and She's a Alibi got the upper hand from Autumn Boy. Then Ninja, Attica, Rivellino from further back, but the filly pins the ears back. What a performance. She's a Alibi, different class in the Guineas. Beat Autumn Boy, Attica 3rd. Not sure 4th. Rivellino, Green Spaces, Ninja got tired. Then Providence, Dusty Bay and Decorum was last in.
What a filly. She's an Alibi. Katie had a horrible run in transit. Got 3 wide. They kept kicking up inside her. No blame at all to Luke Nolan. But he could not get her into the spot he wanted. She's overcome all of that, covered extra ground, and to be fair, thrashed the boys.
She's a freak, Richo. That is unbelievable. As you said, he couldn't find a spot. She began well, and they all kicked up, so that meant he had to keep dragging her back. She didn't like it at one point. She sort of flicked her head up. Then he had to find that balance. Once he found the balance, then she just put them away, didn't she? I mean, I'm lost for words. Autumn Boy was super, and yeah, I can't wait to hear from Kat Coleman and Bruce's with her.
Quite extraordinary. I mean, it was an incredible performance.
Oh, it really was. I mean, she's just something special, this filly. She's put the writing on the wall previously, but this has been her hardest test to date, and to put a quality field away like that, wowee, I'm shaking.
It was an ambitious plan by you and Peter, wasn't it, to take on the boys?
Yeah, look, it was. Like I said, she's sort of always put the writing on the wall that she's got that extra quality, and I think that she's something really, really special, and she deserved her spot here today. And gee, yeah, look, hasn't she done a good job?
Incredible. What do you reckon from where does she go next?
Look, we'll see how she comes through this. The plan always was to have a pretty light autumn because she had such a deep spring preparation. So her and I will be on the road back to Melbourne tomorrow morning. We'll take her home and see how she comes through it. I wouldn't be surprised if we put her away now and save her for the spring.
Great to see Luke back.
It's fantastic. To have him on board today makes it even more special. He's such a massive part of our team, and you know, he rode her perfectly then, so I'm just thrilled for him.
Well done, Kat. A great day.
Thank you.
Incredible performance, such a good filly. So for Peter Moody, 62 career Group 1s. That equals Kira Ma, but also the great Jack Holt. And he's done it 5 times in partnership with Catherine Coleman. 41 for Luke Nolan. We spoke about how significant. 2,000 wins in his career. What a milestone and what a place to be able to bring it up today in a Randwick Guineas. So absolutely superb performance. What a filly. We saw a pretty good filly over in New Zealand. We've seen a really special one, I think, in Australia there with that wonderful performance for She's an Alibi. Not far away from chatting to Luke Nolan, Shane Crawford's alongside our favourite coming up. And I think he's a better horse than Weekend Hustler as a sprinter. Weekend Hustler, of course, was a terrific miler. What a win we saw in the Randwick Guineas. Let's rejoin Macca, who's alongside Luke Nolan.
That must be just so satisfying, Luke, because it was a big effort even to get here for you.
I took the obscure route, getting rubbed out for 3 weeks and having to ride 54 and our first day back. I know I've done it now, but she's more than worth it.
You've ridden the special filly of all time, but this one's so good.
Yeah, she's sneaking up. I said that first day I sort of rode her. They just can't overcome difficulty in runs and win as well. Easy, she did. She did that at Flemington, my first ride on a race day, and then again the Sandown Guineas. Didn't quite all play out the plan just then, but we ended up with a suck run behind the hardest to beat, dragged us everywhere we need to be, and she grew wings at the furlong. She's an exceptional horse. 2,000
wins, hey?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, been kicking me in the arse the whole time. Every time you get close to a mountain milestone, you seem your form seems to evade you sometimes. But yeah, 2,000 Group 1 winner in Sydney. Yeah, feels pretty good.
And with Peter Moody, I know Kat as well, but with Moods.
Yeah, well, we've stuck it out a long time, Peter and myself. And it probably goes a long way to show the sort of people we are. We're resilient, forgiving, and loyal. So yeah, 3 words I would never mind being described to me ever. So and the 3 of us got it. The 2 of us got it in spades, and Catherine's a late addition, but she's a welcome one, and she's doing a very good job in her own right. And she hasn't given me a spray yet, but I'm sure it's coming. But just so she gets into the mould of Moods, but she's the easier trainer to deal with. We'll call it that.
No sprays for a Nolan tonight. Well done.